there's some seats there in the centre. Maybe we could turn them around all this way, maybe, or something like that. But I'd ask everyone to come on in and to be here for the official launch of Culture Night Cavan 2025. So, it's brilliant to be here in the Johnson Central Library for the opening of Culture Night and also this exhibition, which is part of Culture Cavan Creatives. And I will have a number of speakers up here today. I'm not going to say too much. I'd first like to welcome Cahill John Paul Feely to officially open as part of this. Also, we have representatives from the Filipino ambassador's first consul and team here today. Sorry now. And also, it's great to see all of our, we have obviously Brendan Smith, Niamh Smith, and all of our local councillors here. So thanks for all the support. And as well as that, Emma Clancy, and also Linda McGavigan, our Director of Services, and other colleagues. So thank you so much, everyone. Put your hands together for John Paul Feely, please.
Good afternoon. You're all very welcome to the Johnson Central Library. We're gathering today as part of a very exciting and full programme for Culture Night 2025. And at the outset, I just want to thank, and this is where it gets dangerous, both Karina and Emma and all of the other staff under the leadership of Linda McGavigan, our Director of Service. And I think now I make sure everyone's got to mention without starting into names, who've put together a magnificent programme for tonight in conjunction with communities, the length and breadth of our council. And I think we can be very proud of the diversity of the programme that they have put together. So well done to all of them, and a big thank you to all of them. We have an exhibition that we're launching here, and also a Culture Cavan creative platform to allow artists to engage with each other and exchange ideas. And I think that's a very exciting innovation that has been put together and which we're starting today. I want to acknowledge, as has been done, my elected colleagues. Of course, the councillors are the really important people at council events. So I want to acknowledge my colleagues, Niamh Brady, our Cahill the MD, Tricia Walsh, Anya Smith, Trevor Smith, Val Smith. I think I've got all of the councillors in that. Our Oireachtas representatives, Brendan Smith and Niamh Smith, the representatives from the Filipino embassy who are here. I just want to acknowledge in particular those who have participated and contributed directly to what we're launching here. Vanda Brady, Gerald Smith, Daniel Peters, under the guidance of Emma Clancy, and Sharon Hall from Culture Cavan. So it's well done to all of you for what you've put together for us and for this exhibition, the artists involved in that. But I'm sure that this innovation will be very useful to artists of every type in the county in the years ahead. So well done to all of you for that. Grab on.
Hello everyone. I just want to welcome everyone once again, and I'm now going to introduce our representatives from the Philippine Embassy to Ireland, which I'm really honored to be here. We are honored to have First Secretary and Consul Ajit Victor Pamengalor and Ms. Maricel Q. Valles-Fin, Attaché of the Cultural Section of the Philippine Embassy in Ireland. I just want to mention that their presence at the launch of Culture Cavan Creatives is especially meaningful. As representatives of the Philippine Embassy, they play a vital role in strengthening cultural exchange, supporting the Filipino and other migrant communities in Ireland, and championing initiatives that highlight the richness of heritage, identity, and creative expression. So may I please call on First Secretary and Consul.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of my ambassador, I want to extend greetings to Cahill John Paul Feely, to Minister Niamh Smith, DD Brendan Smith, the elected members of Cavan County Council, and everyone here. I wish you a good afternoon. The ambassador would have liked to be here, but unfortunately has a full schedule over the weekend, and but he still wanted the embassy to participate, and so he asked us to represent him today. I first want to say that I'm delighted to be spending my first culture night in Ireland here in Cavan County. I think that Culture Night is a wonderful tradition that shows Ireland's appreciation for cultural diversity. I want to congratulate Ms. Vanda Brady and her other colleagues in Cavan Creatives and Cavan Connects for the launch of Cavan Culture. I am sure it will be a wonderful platform for writers and artists in Cavan and beyond. Cultural events serve as a wonderful bridge, promoting understanding and helping strengthen communities. I'm pleased that Cavan has so warmly welcomed the expressions of Filipino culture, such as what we'll see later tonight in song and dance. Cultural events provide opportunities for sharing and exchange, and these are things that I feel are vital in our community, especially in the times that we live in today. I congratulate Cavan County, those behind the Cavan Culture website, for their work in this regard, and I wish the community all the best. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I just wanted to explain really briefly. Welcome again to the opening of Culture Night as well as the launch of Culture Cavan Creatives. That's a very warm welcome for everyone. I am Vanda Brady, and what happened behind this Culture Cavan Creatives is quite a really interesting story. I applied for funding for a survey called Eco Arts and Culture for All, basically to have an idea of what the challenges are of artists in Cavan and beyond. So basically, I did a survey, and I won't be going through everything, but basically everyone 25 participants shared their opinion about it. So just everything was working earlier on. So basically, there were a total of 26 respondents, more than 7 countries, representing more than 7 countries, mostly female artists, but this is just the beginning. 23 wanted to join an online platform to showcase their work. The art forms that were represented were visual arts, there were musicians, food creatives, writers, performers, and art managers. So the key insights were the challenges that were identified are lack of access to venues, limited funding, low online visibility, and many others mentioned there. And the suggested solutions were more access to low-cost exhibition spaces, and as well as networking and other cultural platforms. Those were the main findings of the study. And basically these are what they want in the website, which is a portfolio gallery, a blog section, an events calendar, a social media integration as well as information on resources. And so what happened then was, after considering everything, having a creative directory, highlighting the sustainable focus of the website as well as the work that we will be showcasing, and having a collaborative hub. When I got the funding, which is I'm really very thankful for, Sharon then suggested if I could collaborate with two other groups, 2 other projects to be able to build a platform where everyone could work together. So we have Cavan Creatives, which is a grassroots writer network led by Gerald Smith, and then we also are working with Cavan Connects led by Daniel Peters, which uses technology to build bridges. So the three of us are now working together, and the result is then Culture Cavan Creatives. And sorry. Today we had a few artists, like in this exhibit today we have 8 artists who have signed up to this, who signed up for this website that we just mentioned, our the Culture website. Anna had a textile installation at the courthouse there earlier. Jared's writers also had a few readings. He will tell you more about it in a little bit. And then this art exhibition, we have 8 artists over here who have signed up for the website. That's why we are showcasing them here today. And there are cultural performances as well. We have an Indian, a saxophonist as well, a Ukrainian, and many others. So all these artists have signed up and shown interest, and this is just the beginning of something really big. So these are the artists that are here today, and you can look around later on after this program. We have dolls, as well as different other themes as well that are highlighting grief and other wellness, as well as all other sustainability as well. All our frames are from Clutterbug, for example, which are all recycled frames. And again, as I mentioned, we have some members who signed up, and there's a flamenco dance, an Indian dance, the saxophonist there, Dimitri, and our Filipino dancers, and of course, we also have an Irish performance as well. And the most interesting, I guess, is the Child of Prague performance, which I think worked because it's not raining yet. But we do have a festive Child of Prague dance, and this group actually won in Europe recently. They're a 25-member group. Only 16 came today, but they're going to be dancing there later on. So that's a nice connection between the Child of Prague as well as our devotion to the Santo Niño in the Philippines. So those are the artists that we are having today, and also others have also signed up. They are not showcased in Cavan Culture, sorry. They are not showcased today in this exhibit or in the performances, but in total there are a lot of people interested already. So we will be promoting this more. I'm now going to hand you over to Jared Smith, who's going to talk about the writers. Thank you so much.
Hello everybody, lovely to see you all today. When I applied for my funding, it was just fortuitous that Vanda applied for a similar type of idea. So it was agreed that we'd come together and collaborate. My interest and my passion is very much in writers, particularly with the proliferation of AI. I'm really passionate to get human writers to get their work out there, particularly Cavan writers and beyond. So my vision was Culture, which would be the app, and it's Cavan Creatives, the digital pulse of Cavan creativity. And that's my vision. I really want Cavan to be seen as at the forefront of the digital pulse in writing and expressing themselves. Personally, I've had great success on a reader-writer app called Wattpad, which is one of the biggest new reading writers apps. And essentially, people read their writing off their phones. It's worked very well for me, so I know this kind of idea works. It's all about writers having a platform, connecting with their audience, building their audience, connecting with other writers, and particularly for the Cavan diaspora, if they download the Culture app and they have a little bit of Cavan on their phone. So in theory it sounds good, but it's hard work because the writers who are involved have to work hard to build their audience, to engage their audience. Now arguably the best storyteller in the world was Charles Dickens. So this is not a new concept. Charles Dickens started with the Penny Dreadfuls, and he wrote a chapter once a week in the Penny Dreadfuls. They were all serialised, and they were incredibly successful. So that's my vision for this. I want the writers, and it's up to me to engage with them, to continually post and culture. So the audience, the readers, look forward to the ping on their phone and they think, oh, Brendan Lynch has posted a new chapter on culture. I want to read this. So as I say, I know it works. I'm passionate about it. I've engaged with writers throughout Cavan who are all really interested. From Brendan Lynch, who's 84, who's written the most beautiful memoir. The most beautiful memoir that would have lain in his drawer, because it's all wrote out in handwriting, but it's beautiful, and he needs a platform to have his voice heard and read. And then Thomas Pryor, who's written a beautiful, beautiful novel, and again, this is the platform for him. And then the poets, memoirists, and lyricists who I want to engage. But as I say, the vision is it's to be 100% human, and just to get Cavan writers out there, and also for Cavan to be seen as this digital champion, that they're really investing in this new technology for writers and readers. So that's it in a nutshell. I don't want to. I hope that gives you a flavour for the vision of what Cavan Culture is in terms of readers and writers. So enjoy the evening. It's going to be brilliant. Thank you.
I just want to add a really important thing. We really are focusing to marginalized groups and showcasing their art as writers and artists. But I just wanted a really brief message from APPTS. We have a neurodiverse artist who has done some puzzles over there. Her name is Emma. And Thomas Pryor is another neurodiverse writer as well, and they are with APPTS. And I would like to just ask APPTS to say a really brief thing. This is very special because we're really focusing on people who need a voice, and it's nice to hear what they're. So this is Thomas.
Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Hope you're enjoying Culture Night so far. No, I just wanted to come up here and just say a few words. About APP, who are also known as Advocates for Personal Potential Training Services. So they were established in 2004 as a community-based support service, and we assist people with autism in reaching their full potential while maintaining a strong focus on person-centered values. Programs are designed in line with the HSE's New Directions policy, which focuses on a personal support service for adults and day services. APP Training Services has expanded steadily with offices now in Letterkenny, Donegal Town, Sligo, Carrick-on-Shannon, and there's a new service that was opened in Cavan just quite recently. So in addition to the core services of APP, we also offer a range of specialised projects in partnership with the HSE. And through the Making Connections program, we offer a personalised, confidential service designed to enhance a person's quality of life. The program empowers people to make informed decisions and choices that enable them to live fulfilling and meaningful lives within their communities. APP provides emotional and practical support to help people find and develop their own personal identity. We liaise with a range of services, professionals and communities to avail of additional supports, and we are actively involved in supporting and representing our members, helping them to advocate, for improved services and resources in our community. So, thanks very much.
That's it now. Enjoy the exhibit that you can see everywhere around this room. And again, thank you for all the artists who have participated in this exhibit. Please don't forget to watch the performances at the Market Square and Town Hall, and there's a concert as well tonight. And yes, please, our artists are here as well if you have any questions. And that's it. Enjoy the evening, and thank you again so much for coming. Karina, thank you as well. Just a special mention. Thank you for running everything. Without your leadership and everything, and as well as Pauline, the library services. I may forget many people, but thank you so much for helping us run this exhibit today. Thank you so much.